What's up, YouTube? You have just tuned in to Blessings and Success Live. Yes, you already know it. It's yours truly, Cheryl Hopkins, right here in the state of Houston, Texas. The beautiful city of Houston, Texas. I am so excited to greet you on today. Please do not forget to hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button so that way you can always be notified when I am in the kitchen cooking, which is very often. Okay? So I am so excited today, and I'm just so excited to greet you today in the mighty name of Jesus. Yes, today we're going to be cooking some of my famous, delicious, off-the-chain collard greens. I am good at the collard greens. There is nobody that can touch me when it comes to the collard greens. Yes, I am boasting in the Lord. Yes, I'm not boasting in myself, but I'm boasting in the Lord. He has gifted me to cook these collard greens the way I cook these collard greens. I'm going to tell you something. When you have collard greens that people that know how collard greens should taste, and put it like this, people that eat your collard greens as if it is something that they're eating like a dessert, and they eat you out of collard greens, you know you are excellent with the collard greens, okay? And but sometimes I put, all kinds of different, all the time. I put all kind of different different seasoning. But I'm going to show you what seasoning that you should, that I would suggest to you to use. You don't have to use all of the seasonings that I'm using, but I'm going to show you the special ones that you should use that will make your collard greens taste just as delicious, okay? I love collard greens, and I definitely love the way I cook collard greens. Outside of that, I don't eat too many people collard greens, okay? So I'm excited today, and we're getting ready to have Labor Day. It's Labor Day that's coming up on Monday. So I'm in the kitchen prepping things, getting it done. Of course, with collard greens, you do not have to wait till the day to cook it. You don't have to do it the day before. You can get the collard greens cooked and just put them in a safe place in the refrigerator or either in the freezer and throw them out the night before, okay? So pretty much I'm going to freeze these collard greens. I'm going to take them back out on Sunday morning, and then that way they could have all day to thaw out, and then all I have to do is make them refresh with warming them up on Monday. Yes. So I want you to make sure that you follow my videos on my lasagna, and I have a video out there on how to cook the stuffed jalapeno peppers. So I definitely want you to follow me on that. So I got quite a bit of cooking that I got to do, but you're going to see it on the video. So make sure that you do it. But on this one, I am going to be doing the collard greens. So come on, follow me right here in the kitchen. Let's go to another stage. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you, I have my collard greens already. They actually were frozen. These are fresh collard greens. I just cooked them. I cut them up and I froze them, and so I just washed them. I re-washed them before coming on the camera. Okay. And I drained them because I wanted to make sure that they were drained. Was not dripping with water, because I don't want it to be dripping with water until I'm ready to put the water in the pot. Okay? All right. So you may hear the TV. My husband is in there watching television. So just in case you just hear a little noise in the background, that's what it is. And then my granddaughter Mara is on her way over. Yes, she's on her way over. So I'm getting this video started before she comes over, her and her mother, because I'm going to be babysitting her Um, gonna be babysitting her for a day, too. Okay. um, Her mother is studying for the bar, so she went to law school. She actually has 2 degrees, one in accounting, and then she has another degree in law. So she's studying for the bar. All right. So okay. So I'm going to be using. I'm going to show you the 2 meats first. After the greens there, I'm going to be using smoke. These are smoke. This is smoked turkey legs. I like the smoke because they already have the flavor of the smoke already, so I really like to use that, and it just helps so well when it comes to the collard green. And usually I just use this just by itself. I don't even add no other meat, but today I'm going to be adding the sausage right here. I'm going to be using, and I really like this sausage right here because this one here gives out a very good flavor when cooking the collard greens. This gives out a whole lots of flavor, okay? And that's the reason why I like using this one here, okay? Alright, so I'm going to be using some of this, not all of it. I'm going to move this to the side. And I'm going to show you here. And I want to show you first the seasoning that I would suggest to you to at least use for the start, okay? You doesn't have to use all of these seasoning that I'm using, but I want to first show you the ones that I recommend that you use, okay? And how y'all like my new kitchen, huh? How y'all like my new kitchen? How y'all like my new kitchen? I'm excited about my new kitchen. Yes, I am. I've been in an apartment for too many years and I'm in my new kitchen. Yes, hallelujah, for 2021. I am here. It just goes up from here. Just goes up from here. There's nothing to stop me. I'm going nothing but up. That's right. Okay, so let's get back to it. Okay, so I definitely recommend you to have this in your kitchen. You don't have to have it this big. I get this from the restaurant supply. So you do not have to have this in your kitchen, okay? But I do recommend you to at least have this seasoning here definitely in your kitchen. Now, my granddaughter Myra has just showed up, okay? So it may just change a little bit here while I get her a little quiet. But I definitely want to make sure that you have the chicken bouillon in your cabinet. So of course it doesn't come this large. So okay, all right. My granddaughter has arrived. So but I told her just kind of keep things quiet. Kind of gave her some things. She's watching her little program. Her grandpa's in there watching. They both got 2 different devices going on. But as I said, you definitely want to make sure you have this right here. The bouillon, chicken bouillon. And in the stores it doesn't come that big, but you can find it, okay? Alright, and I'm going to just show you what I suggest that you should have at least to start. Alright, and this seasoning right here that says chicken. And then this. So we wanted, the whole point is to use a chicken or a meat flavor so that your chicken can be meaty, okay? So even though we're using turkey, this is going to work out. It's going to give us the meat flavor that we need. So you definitely want to use those 3 things that I just mentioned to you. And then I'm going to show you. You definitely want to use some seasoned salt. That's number 1 on the list is seasoned salt, okay? That's one of the number 1 thing you definitely want to use to really perfect your broth for your greens, okay? Or if you're doing string beans or whatever kind of beans, you definitely want to perfect that meat flavor first, okay? Alright, and So, and then the garlic and the garlic powder is optional. But of course, I would definitely suggest garlic powder, onion powder, garlic salt, onion salt, just some of that, okay? But you definitely want to have the meaty flavors. You can use a little salt because salt kind of makes things salty. Okay, so I have black pepper, but you don't have to use black pepper. I'm just going to use that in here for the flavor. It's not a must. You don't have to have it, okay? Alright, and I'm going to use some abogo. And this is, you don't have to have the abogo seasoning either. That's not a must. You don't have to have that. So that's optional, okay? Alright, so, but I'm just kind of showing you again. I definitely would recommend this. I definitely would recommend this. These two seasoning, and I recommend the chicken bouillon. I definitely recommend that. The meaty taste, and definitely the seasoned salt. I recommend that. You can perfect it with this. Okay. All right. So let's get this party started here. Okay. So I'm going to move this pot right here for a few minutes. And I'm going to move this pot here. I'm going to take my heavy duty skillet and I'm going to bring it and put it in this back eye here. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in my, I'm going to first put some oil here. Doesn't mean it's not going to stick, but it just kind of help out. Okay, so I'm going to use this and mix that oil around up in here like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and put that meat right in there. It's like that. This is the meat right here. So I'm going to just place it here. And then later I'm going to do my sausage. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the seasonings. Let me make sure that you can follow me real good here, because this is really important that you know what's going on right in here. This is really important. Alright, so we're going to put some seasoned salt. And I'm going to be heavy, okay? I'm going to be heavy because this is going to make my broth be what it needs to be. So I'm going to be heavy. I'm not going to tell you any different. I'm going to be heavy, okay? I'm going to be heavy. All right. Now I'm going to take my chicken seasonings here. I definitely got to have my bouillon flavor close by. Because in a minute I'm going to, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put in this chicken seasoning right here. I'm going to be heavy, okay? I'm going to be definitely heavy. I'm going to be heavy, okay? But believe me, it's going to make out the balance. So you may say, oh, it's too salty. No, it's going to make it just right. All right. I'm going to use this seasoning right here. And I'm going to be heavy, okay? I'm definitely going to be heavy. I didn't show you my onion, but I do have onion here. And I'm going to saute my onion actually in a whole nother skillet. But I'm going to saute my onion. All right. I usually put bell pepper in it, but bell pepper may not get a chance to go into that. Alright, so I got that seasoning in there. Remember, these are the main ones we want to definitely make sure that's in there. The rest of it can be optional. Alright, I want to be heavy because I want it to have that meaty taste, okay? It's okay, it's okay. Take my word. It's gonna make out the balance. Okay, so I'm gonna put some Abogo seasoning in there, and Abogo is like salt, so I'm gonna definitely be careful with that. I'm gonna be careful with the Abogo. All right. Just like to place it to the side to know that I've already used that already, and then I just figure out how much more I want to use. Okay, and then I'm gonna use some garlic salt right here. And one thing about the garlic powder, excuse me. Garlic powder, and what I like about the garlic powder is not, take my word, this is going to work out. It's going to work out. I know what I'm doing here in the kitchen. I know what I'm doing. I've done this too many times. It's going to work out. It's going to balance itself out. Take my word. It's going to balance out. Okay, so I'm going to kind of measure this a little bit. Just kind of put. And I'm going to actually add this here later when I saute my onions, okay? So I'm going to add this here. I'm going to pour some of the juice off of there. All right, okay. So I'm going to have that to the side there. But I have like about that much, and I may add some more. It's not, okay? It's just good for the flavor. All right, so I'm gonna put some black pepper in there, right? Put some black pepper. Now this is going to get brown here because it's a lot of seasoning. So, but I'm gonna put some more of the oil there. So it's going to get brown. Because of the seasoning, it's going to get dark. But it's okay. It's going to be just fine. The greens are not going to be burned. It's not going to taste burned. None of that. But I want to show you the method of what I use to do this. Okay? Let me show you the method. And I'm gonna pace myself with the fire, with the heat. And pace myself with the heat. But if it sticks, don't worry about that. We're gonna let this here cook for a few minutes. We're gonna put the top on it because that's gonna really help with the flavor. It's gonna really help with the flavor. I got the fire not too, I'm going to turn it up some, but then I'm going to wind up turning it back down because I really just need to start cooking, but I don't want it to. So I'm going to stand here and I'm going to watch it. Okay, it's sizzling there. It's cooking. We're going to turn the fire down a little low. Not too low. Like medium. We're gonna watch it. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands right here. I like my little soap dispenser. Let me see if I can show it to y'all real quick. I'm about to wash my hands again. Can y'all see my soap dispenser? I can move the camera a little bit more. This is my soap dispenser right here. Yeah, right there. So I just do that, just like that, and wash my hands, just like that. course, I gotta dry my hands real good. Take some paper towel here, and then get ready to put my gloves on. Okay, we're gonna wipe this counter down here. That pretty much keeps it clean. I want to refreshen it here. Alright. I'll wipe it down a little bit. Make sure that it is clean. Okay, we want to check on our meat here. I'm going to check on our meat. I still have yet to put on the gloves, y'all, so just be patient with me here. But that's looking pretty good. I'm liking the way it's looking there. All right, I'm gonna wash this fork off real quick. All right, and then I'm gonna turn this over. Just like that. Oh, how you like that? Yes, Ma. Remember I told you my granddaughter said, look at how that looks. Okay. That's what me slow cooking it. Slow cooking it. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to move that seasoning around. Yes, Ma. Oh, you got candy? Okay. You don't want it? Just put those in the trash right there, okay? Yes, fine. Huh? Want a lollipop? Okay. Oh, you want a lollipop? Okay. Grandpa! Okay, thank y'all so much for your patience. I have to tell my husband, make sure he gives her a lollipop. I'm gonna have to get some fruits in there. I got fruits and things for her so that she can eat healthy instead of eating all that sugar. All right, so I'm not gonna let that stay over there too long because the skillet is already hot, so just a few more minutes. Yep, it's looking real good. Looking real good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get ready to take it out and put it into the pot to make the juice, the broth. Okay, look at that. That's the way that should look, okay? That's the way it should look. And we're gonna take it and put it into, this pot. Okay, we're gonna get ready to put it into the pot here. All right. I'm gonna take my spatula here and I'm gonna rinse it off. Rinse it off my spatula. We're gonna quickly get this into this pot. Okay, I have just a little bit of water in here, not a whole lot, because I'm going to build it with making my broth, okay, along with the seasoning. So let me make sure you can follow me here. So I'm going to hold that. This potty is very heavy, but I'm loving this. I'm loving this. This going through this extra is worth it. Okay, all that seasoning, I got to get it all out of there. And if I have to put some water in there, that's what I'm doing, which I'm going to wind up doing. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to take this and put some water in it. Okay, I put a little water in there to get the rest of my seasoning out of there. So I'm going to pour it right in there. Just like that. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands here real quick. All right, this is what it looked like in the pot so far, okay? But we're gonna perfect this here. We're gonna put more water in it and perfect it. And then we're gonna put it on the pot and let it continue to cook. We're gonna put much more water in it than what's in it. Okay, so all I did was added water. That's all I did. I just added more water because I only had that little tiny bit, remember? And I just added more water. So now what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna rinse the spoon off here, and I'm gonna taste this broth so far before to see what I need to do. Do I need to add more seasoning to it to make this be the green taste that I want it to be? So I'm rinsing off my spoon here. I'm going to taste a little bit of this broth. So I'm going to get one of my little bowls here. Alright, so I'm going to take this little bowl here. Spoon a little bit in here. And I want to taste it. Just kind of taste it and see where we at. Okay? So I'm going to spoon it back in here and just taste a little bit. I like the way it tastes, but I want to perfect it with more seasoning, okay? I want to perfect it with more seasoning. Alright, I want to clean my hands off again. I'm going to use soap and water. Soap and water. The water's kind of hot there. Oh, got it too hot. Cooling it down. Alright. Okay. Meantime, I'm trying to make this video not be too long, okay? Alright, so I'm going to get my seasoning over here. Get my seasoning over here. Alright. My main seasoning, I definitely want to make sure that I work it in. But we want to make sure we don't put too much bouillon in here that is going to be an overkill. So I'm going to rinse my spoon off here. Okay, got my spoon all cleaned up here. And I'm just going to take some of this bouillon here because I want to be real careful with that. I'm going to take a spoonful of that. And I'm going to take at least a second spoonful. I think that's going to make it all right for me. Okay, I'm going to take and work some more of this seasoning in here. Like that. Oh, it's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. If you follow what I'm telling you, there will be some greens people will want to eat again. They'll be talking to you about your greens when they could be talking to you about something else. Okay. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a pot. I'll put it on the stove and let it cook. And once that season set in, I'll be able to know if I need more seasoning and where I am. Okay? I'm going to perfect this first. And then we'll go to the next step. Okay, washing my hands so I can bring that pot back over here. Real quick. Get that pot and turn the stove on. Alright. Let's turn it on. Okay. Alright, good. So while that's cooking, we're going to prepare those sausage. Because we're going to put that sausage in there. We're going to fry the sausage, okay? Stir this up here. And then I'm going to put the top on it while we prepare for the sausage. Get the sausage ready. Right, I'm going to put the top on that right there. We're going to come on over here and get the sausage ready. Okay, we're gonna clean this area down real quick. And then I pretty much keep them clean, y'all, okay? Just kind of refreshing it. And what we're gonna do here, we're gonna take the sausage and we're gonna rinse off the sausage. And I'm gonna use this much just here, just so that I can, I'm gonna use this much, all right? I'm gonna cut it into the cube size. And I don't want them too thin. Do it like that. Not too thin. I really just use this for flavor. I don't really even eat the meat inside of the greens because it changes taste. And because all of the flavor pretty much is into the green broth. So I don't really like to eat it. Except for, that's when it's cooked into the greens. But, okay, so we're going to go ahead and put those in there. I'm going to set them in like that, but I want to lay them down. Okay, so let's turn this eye on here and let it cook. I'm going to put the top on it. And I'm going to turn it on high for a few minutes, but I'm going to sit here and watch it. Make sure it doesn't burn. Okay, let's check on that sausage. I'm going to turn it over. Turn it over. And I like the fact when you cook the sausage, it's really bringing out the flavor into the meat. So when you get ready to put it in the green broth, it's going to be just fine, okay? I turned that fire down. And this looks just the way it should. It's okay for it to look just like this here. That's just fine. Okay, so we're going to let that sit for a few minutes, not too long. And for my new cooks, please do not use the gloves to lift this here like I just did. It's just that the top is not really hot yet. So that's why I was able to, you know, lift it up. But outside of that, please use some heavier gloves before lifting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is here, real quick, is I'm going to take this and saute it in here. Take the rest of that out. I'm going to saute this. I'm going to go ahead and put so I got my onions in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my minced garlic here, and I'm going to pour it right in there, just like that. Let all that flavor just merge together. Now I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to put some seasoning in here. I'm not going to put as much because I have a lot already in there, okay? But I am going to put some seasoning in here. I'm going to turn that fire up just a little bit. And then I'm going to work in just a little bit. Remember, we're going to be light this time. Just a little light. Going to be light. Put a little seasoned salt in there. We're going to be light. We're going to be real, real light. Light. Excuse me for touching that camera and moving around. Just light. Light, light, and light. Okay? It's real light. Real, real light. Just light. Okay? Alright. I'm going to start it up. I always like to make sure that my onions have flavor already, because if it's So that way before it goes into the green juice that already have flavor. I usually use bell pepper, but in this case I'm just going to do it like this time, without the bell pepper. We're going to let that cook for a while. Okay, while we're letting that cook, we're going to put the top back on it. For my new cooks, this is still not too hot, so I can lift it. I wouldn't advise you to do that without those heavier gloves. It's just that I'm paying attention to what I'm doing here. Alright, as you can see, that is really cooking real well. That broth looks real good. It looks very good. Let me see if I can get you a little bit more close up now. Oh, it's looking real good. Real good. Real good. Real good. And that's the way I want it to look, along with the onions or whatever. Even if you don't have no onions in it, that's the way I want it to be, really tasty before those greens go inside of there, okay? So no need for you to cook the greens on the other side. That's not necessary. Okay, we're gonna come over here and check on the sausage. And I'm pretty sure by now that top is hot, so I'm not gonna put my hand back on it without using gloves. Alright, so that's looking real good to me. It's looking real good. So now I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna work it right on over here into the greens. We're gonna put it middle ways here so you can follow what I'm doing. We're gonna go ahead and break everything over this way so you can follow me right here. Okay. We're gonna take all of that good juices, good flavor, and put it all in there. Then our greens is going in right shortly after that. Want to make sure we put a little of water down in the pot here and rake the rest of the onion flavor out. So I'm going to put some water in here. Okay, I decided I'm going to put the water down here because I really do not want to dilute my flavor here, okay? Because it's really looking good over there, tasting good, and I do not want to dilute it. I need to know that that flavor is still what I created it to be. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and rake all this here. And the little water that I do put in there will just be just a little bit to help get the residue out of here. Okay? Excuse me for the noise there. Okay, so I'm going to show you in just a minute just by how much water I'm going to place in there. It's not going to be enough to take away my flavor. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to even put the water in there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some juice from the greens and get the rest of my seasoning from the bottom here. So that's what I'm going to do right here. Y'all follow me real good right there. That's what I'm going to do like that. Then I'm going to scrape it a little bit. My grandma's cooking right now, okay? So I'm going to need you to chill out. My grandbaby. She loves attention from grandma. Alright, so I'm gonna take that residue there and put it on over there without wasting it. Y'all excuse me for moving that camera around, but I got to make sure that I don't mess up what all I done worked so hard to make these greens what I know everybody loved about me. They love me, love my collard greens. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm done with that pot. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and work those greens in, okay? We're gonna work them greens right on in there. Because that flavor is just, what I need it to be. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this put it right here. I'm going to rinse my gloves off. I'm going to set those greens right there. All right. We're going to work that right on in. Okay. All right. Trying my best not to make this video too long. But I do need you to know how this is done, okay? How I do it. So check out that broth. Look at it. Look at that broth. It looks really, 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 really delicious. Yes. See if I can get some more light in here for y'all. Okay, I added some more light, so hopefully y'all can see it real good. Let me wash my gloves off again with soap and water.
Grandma.
Yes, Myra.
What's that?
Okay, you got to wait. Grandma's on video, okay?
What's that?
Myra, go sit back down. Go sit back down. Grandma's on video. Y'all excuse me for that. I told y'all she's got to get the attention from Grandma. Now, I done gave her a whole lot of attention already. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and work that right on the end because it's really delicious. Take my word, it's not over seasoned, none of that. Trust me, take my word. It is not overdone. So I do not want you to think that it's overdone. It is not. All right, so we're working them greens in right like that. Okay, so now we're going to take these greens and stir them up in here. Make sure it's down in that juice real good, like that. I try to make this video as short as I could, but there were certain things that I needed to just show you. And I'm telling you, when the flavor gets all down into these greens, I'm telling you, your people are going to be bragging about it. They're going to be bragging. We're going to put it, make sure it's on higher fire, which it is already. But I just want to make sure. I did turn the nozzle some a little bit more. And let it just cook. So we're just going to let it cook. And let it get done. Because now that's what we need. We need to get done. Once it comes to a high boil, then I will turn it down and just let it cook it. I let it cook on high for a while. But I don't want all my juice to cook out. And if you keep the pot on, the top on, it keeps the juices in. But you still want to watch it. We're going to put a little bit of the jalapeno in here. Not a whole lot. I don't like mine to be too hot. But just enough to bring some flavor. So we're going to put a little bit of the jalapeno in there. And a little bit of that juice. Alright, so we're going to put some of that juice. That way you can kind of see how much juice I put in. Okay? I put a whole spoonful like that. I'm going to put another whole spoonful. Then I'm going to take some of that jalapeno. Let me get a spoon. Get a spoon and rinse it off. And alright, I got my spoon rinsed off here, so I'm gonna take some of that jalapeno and put it down in there, just for flavor, not a whole lot, but enough to bring some flavor. That's what we're gonna do. That's it, right there. We're gonna let those greens cook. Let every leaf get completely done. How y'all like that? Oh, I know what I'm doing in the kitchen. Take my word. I do know what I'm doing in here. Please do not forget to hit the thumbs up and that subscribe button. Please help me to build this page. Blessings and Success Live. Thank you so much. Let us let that cook. And I'll be back. Okay, I want to let y'all see how those greens are coming along. Look at that. Look at that. That's the way it's supposed to look when those greens are done, fully cooked. That's the way it's supposed to look. And one of the things I want to let y'all know, if you notice, the greens are cut very fine, okay? They're cut very fine. And when you cut them very fine, then you're not giving more leaves away, and then you can serve your guests a lot better when it's like that. And you can control your greens a lot better when serving them. So I cut mine very, very thin, very, very thin. So that's really, really important. And the juice gets through the flavor, the flavor gets all through the greens a lot better that way. So that's my best advice for you, to do that way. So we're gonna get ready to taste these delicious greens. As you can see, they are looking absolutely delicious because they really are. I'm talking about if you could taste these greens, you wouldn't even want to eat nobody else's greens because it's just a little flavor in it and it's greens. You'll be like, I know better now. I don't want my greens like that. And I do know now this is the way I want it. So we're gonna give it a taste. My granddaughter started coming toward the camera. She wants to look, wants y'all to see her. She just got to eating all kind of snacks. So I just wanted y'all to see my beautiful grandbaby. I love her so much. Love her so much. Along with all my other beautiful grandkids, I love them too. They'll be over here for Memorial Day because I made this video here for, I'm sorry, Labor Day. Labor Day. I keep saying Memorial Day, but it's a Labor Day. Labor Day weekend. Can't wait till Monday because it's going down with those greens. But we'll get ready to taste them shortly. You and I get a chance to taste it before Monday. All right, let's taste these delicious greens because I'm telling you, once you taste it like this, you don't even want, you don't want them greens like that no more. You want it just like this. Look at that. And it's best to cut it up like that. That way when you serve it, people are not wasting all your greens, especially if they like your greens. But they always come back for seconds for my greens. But look at that. Look at that. Along with the sausage. We're going to taste the greens first. Look at that. And that juice. Can you see that juice? Let me see if I can tilt it that way. I'm telling you, this is delicious. Lord, we just bless this food, holify, purify, and sanctify. If it's anything to hurt, no, Myra, no. If it's anything to hurt me, to harm me, I should please take it out in Jesus' name. Amen. Oh my.
Grandma. Grandma. Grandma, I want to have gingerbread man.
We're going to make the gingerbread man later, okay? Be quiet. Y'all excuse me. You know how it is when you got grandkids around. You just can't go by the strip. Look at that. Look at that. She won't get in the camera too. She won't get in the camera. This is really delicious. I'm telling you, it is full of flavor. So delicious. Wait. When you're eating greens that have flavor, and that turkey meat, and I'm telling you, all that seasoning you saw me put in there, it was not overdone. Take my word. These and I didn't have to do nothing but what it was you saw me do. This is so delicious. Y'all see I got my gold. I'm using my gold here. Yeah, my gold silverware. I'm thinking about, I may do some hot water cornbread with this for Labor Day. Hot water cornbread. Mm, 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 mm. This is so delicious. And I really appreciate y'all being so patient with me. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, because I guarantee you, if you taste it the way I showed you, if you cook it the way I told you and taste it the way I showed you how it would taste. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. It just makes me think about that hot water cornbread. Mm. It is so delicious. I mean, the juice is just so good. Mm. 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 That is just so good. It's really good. I kid you not. It's really good. I'm not faking it because I'm on camera, but this is really good. Mm, 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 mm. Thank y'all lovely people so much for coming into my home of my new house. Thank y'all so much. It's over for the apartment. I'm in the house. Thank you, Jesus. 2021. I'm telling you, it's going up from here. Up, up, and up. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. Please do not forget to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button, because this video here, it was worth it. Take my word. If you could taste these collard greens, you will know what I'm talking about. Please do not forget to follow me on my yams video, because I'm telling you, all of this, you will see all my cooking here on Blessing and Success Live. And follow me on Facebook, Cheryl Hopkins, Cheryl Hopkins, Hopkins. And that way you can see all my beautiful pictures. Yes, all my beautiful pictures of me, all my food. I got so much food. I got so many pictures that I didn't even post them on my feed. I put them in some of them in my story. But this, I'm telling you, you got to try it my way. You got all these flavors, was worth putting it in there, because it just made it a special taste that you would just not find just anywhere, okay? Unless you follow this recipe. From me to you, God bless you. I love all of you. Please do not forget to hit the thumbs up and that subscribe button. Help me build this page. You won't regret it. Till next time, bye-bye.